chill on the couch with us.
Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television. You're probably wondering why I'm wearing this wonderful thing on my head. Well, it's because we're talking about live exports. In the news the last couple of years, there's been a lot about the countries that are not doing it properly, where we're talking about killing animals for food. They've been treating these animals very cruel. Take a look at this clip and then we're going to talk to some people about stopping live exports. Sad and terrible images, and I'm sure all around Australia people are revolted by that, because I certainly was. Today we are talking to a couple of passionate people from Stop Live Exports. They're here today to talk about banning this horrible practice, and with us is Katrina Love. Welcome to The Couch.
Thanks.
And Ira Kroll, welcome to The Couch as well.
Hi, Brett, thanks.
Katrina, give us some background, what this is all about.
Well, Stop Live Exports has been around since 1995 as a different organisation. Originally, People Against Cruelty in Animal Transport, and that really reflects what we're about.
So we're actually talking about animals that go from Australia...
Exported live,
to different parts of the world for food.
From Australia to about 40 different countries, with journeys up to 41 days. The average is about 16 to 20 days, but they can spend up to 6 weeks on board a ship at sea, and then when they get to the destination countries, they're killed in ways that would be illegal in Australia.
So why is it illegal? Tell me why there's such a rule about how they should kill the animal.
We have some laws in Australia that affect the welfare of the animals that are bred for slaughter, but many of the countries that we export live animals to have no welfare laws even for their companion animals. So animals slaughtered for food just have no rights, have no consideration or care given.
So is our government doing anything to change this practice with these countries we deal with?
As you might be aware, there was a huge furor over cattle sent to Indonesia last year when Four Corners exposed...
we stopped it for a while.
We suspended the trade to Indonesia for about a month, and since then the government has implemented a system called the Exporters Supply Chain Assurance System that is supposed to track the animals from a port in Australia to their destination and ensure that they only go to approved abattoirs and are all handled according to OIE standards, which is the Organisation for Animal Health.
And how's it all going? Why are we still talking about this? Obviously people aren't doing the right thing still.
Yeah, well, even after the implementation of SCAS last year, just in February this year, there was more footage came out of Indonesia where cattle were shown to be mishandled, and there were breaches of the OIE standards in 2 approved abattoirs, so abattoirs that had been approved by SCAS. And then just recently, in August and September, there were 8 animal welfare issues in 8 weeks of breeding cattle, of sheep being slaughtered in a banned market in Kuwait, of sheep being rejected from Bahrain, even though we have a moratorium of understanding with that country. So it's not working and it won't work.
I spoke to you before we came on air today about maybe Australia taking the lead and saying, OK, how about we kill your animals here, we do it the right way, and then we pack it in boxes, frozen or fresh, and we send it to you by plane, comes overnight, comes within 5 hours, Indonesia, 3-hour flight. Why aren't we doing that?
Well, we are. We have a $7 billion chilled meat export industry already, and the live export is only worth $1 billion. So many of the countries, most of the countries we export live animals to already also import chilled meat from us, beef and lamb. So it's being done. It's just a matter of expanding that industry.
And you were saying to me it's the farmers that find it costly to do that.
The farmers get better money for exporting live, but there's many of them who have no other option. And I've just got to, make clear that we're not against farming, we're not against eating animals, we're against the cruelty to animals that is inherent in this industry. So we want to bypass that cruelty by slaughtering them all in Australia, where we have some laws to protect them, and then exploiting the chilled meat, as you said.
Ira, you're on the couch today. You're a member of the society as well.
Yes.
Why did you get involved? Because I saw a very passionate video from you. You're in tears about this. What made you, become involved in this and take a passionate role?
I knew that there was live export work that was existing, but I was kind of with people not to get too much involved with that. And I've actually started to say, okay, if I'm against something, I need to investigate. And I've investigated, and I've watched these videos, what happened a year ago in Indonesia. And it was very heartbreaking for me. I
see you on screen right now, and it must be sad to see that. I watched it and I said, oh, poor Ira's crying. Yeah, you were very passionate. And is that what you're trying to get out, that you are serious about this? It's not something you're just doing it for publicity?
Yes, no, I'm very passionate about it. And once I've heard what is actually going on, I felt so bad that this is still happening here. I didn't know that it was going on for 30 years. I didn't even know that the ships are leaving from Perth. So I've just been really, really actively involved for maybe a month. And I've been very, very, very passionate about that, because I just found it so cruel to look at that footage and what's happening, and that, that just broke my heart. And I thought I have to do something against it. I can't live conscious knowing that this is happening and I don't do anything against that.
Well done.
That was pretty much my main trigger.
Well done. We hope other people get on board as well. Can you tell me, Katrina, how can we help? How can Perth and Australia help with this?
Perth and Fremantle particularly should join stopliveexports.org. It's a Fremantle-based grassroots not-for-profit organisation. We rely solely on donations and memberships to carry on our campaigns against phasing this out. So join, donate, come along to our events. You've got a flyer there for one of our events.
Tell me about the human chain across the Stirling Bridge. What's that one? Just quickly.
The Stirling Bridge, millions of animals have gone over that bridge on their way to Fremantle Port to be shipped out of Australia. So every year until live exports are stopped, we're going to form a human chain across that bridge. People from all walks of life, dressed in black. It's kind of like a silent vigil, just to remind the politicians and the media that we're there, we're not happy, and we're not going away.
Well, thank you for being on the couch today. I know we've only got a short time, but we will have you back, because I want you to keep me up to date with what's happening and whether we're getting better or just ignoring the issue. But the human chain across the Stirling Bridge is happening on Sunday, the 18th of November 2012. Be there at 9:45 for a 10 a.m. start. Dress in black, they say. Check out our website for more details. We'll have all the details about this. It's thecouch.com.au, thecouch.com.au, and you can get involved with this fantastic cause for stopping live exports.